the answer.
Good intro.
You told me to take this chance and learn the way.
I feel like this is how Ray be singing in R&B Wednesdays.
This motherfucker sounded like a woman, man, everything. It's like, he doesn't. That don't sound like a man. That sound like a woman with a pretty voice.
That's a man.
Shut the fuck up. That's El DeBarge.
Never knew that.
Oh,
Y'all do it every time. Way to blow my mind. See, this is why.
Y'all thought this was a girl for real?
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tamara, aka Girl from Harlem.
And this is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee.
And this is the Guy Show, the Culture Report.
The Culture Report. Make sure you say that. The Guy Show, the Culture Report. We got to make sure we say that.
Messing around with Ray, I deleted my whole note by accident, but good thing I got backup. It's the music. It be distracting me. So, we're going to go right into it.
First of all, how you doing? No, before we go that, like, subscribe, share. We need the help. Help us.
And comment. Let us know. We want to know what you want.
And let us know what you guys like. And, you know, even if it's negative, we take it. We good.
Oh, yeah. Even though I argue with y'all in the comments.
Tamara's gonna argue with y'all. I'm not going to argue because I feel like everything I say is 1,000% right. And the only way I will argue is if someone doesn't say it. By the way, shout out to Tank. Tank commented on the R&B comment and was like, he disagreed. And I was like, you ain't the only R&B authority in R&B. And I'm on the front line making hits. And he said, let's not do this on Instagram. Let's do this in person. So I said, we can do it on your pod or my pod. It don't matter. But let's have a conversation.
Oh, it's a showdown. I would love to see it.
You know what it is? I like when people talk to me. Like I know I say crazy things, but so I actually want to get in what he said, but I'm not, because he kind of backed up what I said. He said R&B is killed because rappers are doing singing and melodic and all this other stuff. And I'm like, you're saying what I'm saying. Rappers, because they're rappers, women don't hold them accountable. A rapper can say anything he wants and to get away with it. R&B singer, because R&B is in the heads of humans made for women, they held a different level of accountability. That's what I was saying. But we'll get to that. Let's go.
I never looked at if R&B was for females and males, but
get into the show. I got you, T. Let's go.
I got your back if you want to go jump tank.
Anyway, we're gonna do this.
So Soulja Boy, NBA Youngboy, and Lil Durk were all supposed to drop last week. Soulja Boy and NBA Youngboy were the only ones who did. I tried to figure out how well they did, but they said Soulja Boy was only expected to sell about 500 units. How do they even guess what? Like, do you know how they project that type of stuff?
Yeah, they can tell the predictions based on the first 24 to 48 hours of sales, because they kind of know the way the waves ride. So they'll know if you, whatever you did, they'll know. That's why you'll see them say projected to do 100, and then they'll say now it's projected to do 150. That's usually a sign that it's good. And if they say projected to do 100, and then they go now it's projected to do 50, it's like the shit must be trash, and then it dips off. So yeah.
Okay, that was one of my questions. And then, so NBA Youngboy dropped. Lil Durk actually pushed back his album, but released a song with J. Cole. Did you happen to hear it?
Oh my God. See, guys, this is the interesting part of life. Tamara doesn't know that we did that song.
I did hear that rumor, but I didn't know if you wanted to.
No.
You be acting like you too cool to mention
We did
stuff.
the J. Cole Durk record. I've been getting calls from everybody. By the way, I am in the music industry. I feel
no way.
No, T. You wouldn't understand.
No, I'm joking.
People in the music business have been hitting me saying, are you still in music? Because I know you're doing media. I'm like, bro, I'm in the music business. My office is right there on the other side of these cameras, and I get busy. So
you know how I explain it to people? I say like 11 to 6, you're doing music stuff, and maybe if you got some time, you'll do some podcast stuff from 6 to 8.
But I'm glad that you said that, because people really be acting like, because I post my podcast on my social media, that's all I do. No. We got hits out right now. It's a whole nother ball game.
Talk it. What hits you got? Let me hear. I heard you got a few on the radio right now.
Yeah, we got the Durk record. By the way, we won the Grammy for Record of the Year with the Lizzo About Damn Time. You got to clap. I don't do it for claps. But I don't like claps, because claps is like clap is what you do for the people that you feel like didn't get far. Like the kid that you didn't expect to hit a shot. They be like, he hit a shot. I am not Rudy, young lady. I am expected to hear.
You're
I'm
supposed
here.
to know,
I'm
right?
here to win. So yeah. So we got that. We did Pretty Girls Walk Like This. We did the new Victoria Monet Buju Banton record that just dropped. We got like I'm in the music business, guys.
Oh, you getting busy. I know.
The new
that's
Flow
right.
Rider single. I'm in the music business, guys. So it's like let's stop that chatter.
Oh wait, you know what I had a question about? Because it was like J. Cole kind of smoked Lil Durk on that, and it was like I don't know. Can you answer this? Like, why would you do a track with somebody if you got smoked on it? No, we can't.
I think smoked is a matter of opinion. I think based on how you look and how you dress, I think people will assume that you're more of a J. Cole fan than a Lil Durk fan. You don't like you're in the trenches with Lil Durk and his fans. You look like you're more a little cultured. Your mother is what made you go to college. So maybe you just feel like he slid on the record because you identify more with what he does than anything else.
All right, so let's separate it from this, right? As a manager, right? If your artist is getting ate up on the track, would you still let
Absolutely.
him release it?
Absolutely. No. If he was getting ate up on the track, I would stop and pull him to the side and be like, what do you want to come from this?
Okay.
Because some people don't care. Some
Right.
people think they ate. Like, I ate. You crazy? I'm like, well, the Ray
go a
detector
little bit.
test determined that was a lie.
I
You did
love
not
the Ray
eat it.
detector test.
So yeah, I would definitely pull somebody to the side. Like, I'm definitely that manager.
And I just didn't see this coming, right? So when I hear Little Durk, I don't automatically think of J. Cole. So do you think if he put out a song that's more about putting guns down and then his album drops in 2-3 weeks and it's about smoking on your homies, does that contradict the music? Like, does the music have to be cohesive?
Well, I think the music should be cohesive if you're a new artist. So for example, Dirk was known for like street rap in the trenches, being a street guy. And I think the reason why everybody was so excited about this new song was because it was kind of a break in what they used to him selling. So because he's established, it makes sense. But when you're a new artist, you need to establish first. Period.
Lil Wayne had a show and he canceled the show abruptly. Fans fired back and said that he was between 3 and 3.5 hours late, and then he had his new artist pretty much perform most of the time. We had an argument about this because do you leave your artist on stage for that, or do you perform for the 3 people that are paying attention? Like, what would you suggest an artist do in a situation like this?
Rock stars do not care. Does anything Wayne did surprise you?
Well, now I'm trying to figure out if you think of Wayne as a rock star. You're trying to say Wayne's not a rock star?
Lil Wayne is a rock star. Rock stars don't care. Lil Wayne, his brand has
He
been
don't care. I
always
see.
not giving a fuck. So if he brings out his artist and he doesn't see him getting love, then Lil Wayne is going to do what he does. But here's an interesting question I have is, how much longer in the set did he have to go? Because if he was supposed to do an hour and a half and he only did 45 minutes, that's messed up. But if he's supposed to do an hour and a half and he did an hour and 20 and then cut it short, then it's like, well, you guys didn't appreciate the effort, and I don't blame him for switching up. But if he had to keep going, he should have kept going.
I would have been pissed off if I paid, or say I drove 4 hours away to come in and see you, and you got to, after you came 3.5 hours
Well, we
late,
don't
by
know
the
that.
way.
We don't know that.
The people, I don't think the people lie. Me and Black Twitter, we're really close. They don't lie to me. So if Black Twitter says Wayne
By the
was
way,
3.5 hours late.
I'm suggesting Tamira as the president of
love
Black Twitter. I think that we should have a vote and Tamira should be the president
would
because she
love that.
represents Black so much.
But Black Twitter has a lot of information. Okay, so one of the things that we were all doing this week, well, I don't know what y'all was doing, but I was definitely watching the leaked episodes of Power. So 9 and 10, I don't know if you watch Power. Do you watch Power?
I didn't watch this season.
Okay.
I can't lie. Power, by the way, shout out to 50. I love all those guys. But when they killed the father off, it was kind of like heartbreaking to me because I feel like the black father is like, we killed off James on Good Time. Now we killing off Ghost 30 years later. Like, goddamn.
Not
No,
James on Good Time.
I'm just
compared to
saying
Ghost.
it fits the agenda of what I feel like America wants to
Oh,
do,
sugar
which is
smack.
kill the black father in the house. And the crazy thing was that if you watched Power, Ghost was not, he cheated, but Tasha had sex with way more men than Ghost had with women. Ghost, all he wanted was good for his family and his kids. He was a street guy that wanted more, but they wanted to be street. The wife is like, you better be the biggest drug dealer. And the son is like, put me in the game. And he's like, no. And you would think that in real world that guy would survive, but he was killed. But not only was he was killed by his own son, who was rewarded with his own TV show. Thank you, America. That's what you guys want to see. Kill your dad, get your own show.
Well, my question is, so who do you sue in this situation? Like, does 50 have the right to sue Stars because they leaked the episode? That's who he's blaming.
They're on the same side.
So why would they do something like this? Because 50 definitely made a post
Probably
blaming
because
Stars.
50 was out of his deal and on his way to another deal, and they didn't want to give him more momentum. Some people will cut off their hand despite their arm. Maybe that's what they did. I don't know if they did it, though. 50 said they did it, but that doesn't mean they actually did it.
They did.
Okay, see?
But
Black Twitter.
that leads to 50 Cent is buying his own. He put some money down or purchased 100 square.
1 million square foot.
Oh,
like it's
I had
985,000 or
100.
something like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm dyslexic,
amazing.
so my numbers might be a little bit off. But so he wants to build his own G-Unit studios and his own movies and TV shows. What does this do for the entertainment culture moving forward?
It scares people. Because, okay, so
You
they
got a ladybug on you, and I don't know if I should be scared, but
What?
I am. It's a ladybug on you.
Get it off. Wipe it off.
I didn't do it. I got the ladybug away. It's okay. Yeah, so 50 Cent got the.
By the way, the
space.
ladybug advertises with us, so they weren't supposed to be on me. She's supposed to be back there somewhere. She pays to be on the show. So if you want to pay to be on the show, let us know. The lady, we'll give you the same.
She
deal
had
we
to
gave
pay a
the
fee for that feature. But yeah, so for real. So what are they scared of? 50 Cent buying this, what does that mean?
Well, you gotta look at it like this. In this new world we in, there's this thing called content wars, where there was only a few outlets. It's similar to music, where there was only a few outlets. I mean, like literally, you can, like, it's a guy. Zeus Network is not an actual network. It's
I was
an app.
just gonna say I would like
It's
to
an
curse them.
app that he posts content on and charges X amount of dollars a month. So people like 50 Cent have influence.
Wait,
have
hold on,
power.
come back. Zeus. Oh shoot, this changes things. Zeus is kind of like YouTube, but only like a channel. Like they're really doing low. Like it's not production big. It's like kind of real.
Now they doing production big, but
Yeah, but
what I'm saying though,
it's
like
not
they
high
figured out-
quality.
they figured out a lane. They went to that like Love and Hip Hop vibe lane, guys striking. They actually went lower than that. Like they went for like Bad Boys, and it's just dudes fighting, and bad girls and girls fighting.
Yeah, I have such a problem
and
with Zeus
Blueface and
Network.
Christian, and guess what? People are paying $5 a month to see that. And it's black owned, so regardless of what, I support it. It's probably valued at $1 billion right now.
But it's also forcing people to do things for TV that I think they wouldn't normally do. For
That's my point.
example,
So not to cut you off, but that's the point about 50. 50 has money, power, and influence. And more importantly, he has the know-how to get it done. If 50 Cent started a 50 Cent network, by the way, if you want to do a 50, let me know. It's a company that I'm working with that can help you with that. But if 50 Cent started a 50 Cent network and he posted his content there and he charged a monthly fee, he's his own HBO now. So now he has the establishment to shoot it. Like in the movies, it's different than music. Like it takes a lot more to get done. So him buying that place, that warehouse was a start to building his own Tyler Perry studio. So shout out to 50. Shout out to the hip hop mentality coming into Hollywood, because anytime the hip hop mentality enters the room, we take over.
100%. So did Stars not value him? Because I feel some type of way that you can look at somebody like like 50 Cent, who you can see how he's been able to build this empire, not just stay here, but make multiple shows off of this kind of the hip hop culture. Why would they risk their relationship if that's the one thing that's bringing you your highest ranking shows? Why would you risk your relationship with him?
Well, here's something you got to factor in. The establishment has one goal, and it's to undervalue the people that are in the establishment. If they treated him like they're supposed to treat him, then he might take their jobs. So they have to undervalue. So like if artists knew how much their master was really worth, they would think twice about how they do deals with labels. If 50 Cent knew how much he was worth to Stars, no, he knew how much he's worth. If Stars let on that they knew, then it'll change how he negotiates now. Because you gotta remember, could I ask y'all a question? Do we hear pop artists, white artists talking about ownership of masters? Do they even talk about that out loud? I don't think so. I haven't heard a white artists say, I own my masters. But that seems to be a hip-hop culture
Actually,
thing. Who?
Justin Bieber did have that conversation. Remember when we was comparing his catalog to QC, I think it was, or...
He sold his.
Yeah, that's the same.
I'm saying, but he never. I didn't see Justin Bieber like doing interviews saying I own my masters.
Oh, like going out there and
So hip hop is about bragging on what you have and what you do and what you achieve. So imagine, like, think about how different deals are now after Ciroc did and Puff and Duce and Hove. Think about how different the business is in the spirits business now because of those two influencers. Like once we see the influence we have, we want to get paid like that. The last thing an establishment wants to do is pay you like what you're worth. Mm-hmm. So I think that Stars is trying to put 50 in its place, but 50 is smart enough to outsmart them and say, yeah, but no one knows you guys and everyone knows me. So I'm going to tell them all the fuck shit y'all doing and they ain't going to fuck with y'all. Because if 50 left Stars and said don't sign up, I think a lot of people will follow just because we tired of in the black community being taken advantage of by the establishment.
Amen. So... Speaking of, Ja Morant, right? I'm saying it right?
Yep.
Second time pretty much getting caught waving.
I don't think he got
guns and
caught,
stuff.
by the way, but let's go.
Well, is it getting caught if you kind of put it out there?
He didn't know. First of all, it was like, did you see it?
Yeah.
It was like this.
You can't play with social media.
Yeah, but I'm saying somebody froze it, went looking for it, and found it and was like, aha, he has a gun. That's not cool.
But why can't he have a gun?
I guess it's the NBA policy. But here's my question to the people saying Ja Morant was wrong. I believe this is an attack on hip-hop culture. Number one, NBA loves having rappers sitting courtside, number one. And number two, Ja Morant is in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee is an open carry state. Tennessee is an open carry state. So right now, we in Atlanta. Everybody in here got guns. That's Atlanta. If you was in New York, nobody would have a gun. So you can't, to me, I think they're judging him harshly based on the fact that he's in Memphis, Tennessee, and this is how he lives his life. So that's what I would say. So I think it's unfair because if Nikola Jokic, who, by the way, is an incredible player, was hunting with a big shotgun, I don't think America is that mad at him. But because Ja Morant is listening to NBA YoungBoy and rapping with a gun in his head, like, they want to be mad at him. So for me, it's like, I just feel like it's a racial undertone to it.
Yes, there we go. I was going to see if you was going to ignore the elephant in the room because there's no way we're going to sit here and act like, what's the National Rifle Association? Where y'all at? This is y'all time to shine. Hello, where y'all at? But y'all don't care because he black.
No, that's not why.
Yeah,
I don't think they care because he's in the NBA. I think if he was in the NFL, which we know is the game of middle America and red America, you know what I mean when I say red America? Mm-hmm. Because if it was an NBA, if it was a football player, I don't think they would have cared as much. If it was a hockey player, they wouldn't have gave no fucks. But because he was in the NBA and the NBA brand is supposed to be liberal friendly, I think that's why they're going after him. But I don't think it's cool. Like, first of all,
this don't answer my
carrying
question.
a gun, listening to rap music does not shock anyone. Look at his dad. His dad looked like he's hip hop at courtside, yelling, talking trash. Like, you know, I always say, here's the problem. You want NWA. No, here's the problem. You want NWA money, you just don't want to deal with niggas. And to me, that's the problem right now that America is having. They want NWA, they just don't want the nigga. But you can't get NWA without having a nigga. Ja Morant listening to NBA YoungBoy does not shock me. Does it shock you?
No.
Exactly. But they want to sell it that he's not like the guys. He is that though. He is that though.
But that's his age group. I think anybody
that's my
that
point.
age group
So
is
why are
gonna
we
be growing
tripping?
up. Most people,
It's
Ray
not
over
us.
here. Nobody cares
But
about
my
NBA
thing is this.
YoungBoy.
Now, I will say this. He did get in trouble. He did violate a rule. He should be punished. But we really need to rethink the message we're sending. Because if you whip my child, if you beat my child, you better beat yours when it's time. And I don't see America beating the kids that look like them when they do fuck shit. They always punish us. Anything hip-hop rooted, they come after us.
This reminds me, and I don't even have this in my notes, but you always find a way to bring me here. The President of the United States gave a commencement speech at Howard the other day. Was pretty much a State of Union address and had nothing to do with them graduating college. But, this is around the time when politicians start begging black people for their vote, and instead of giving us reparations, they just give us a bunch of lies about how they're gonna, cut student debt because black women have the most student debt of anybody. But that's neither here nor there. My issue is that he took the time to speak to a room full of future black graduates and said the same thing that he said 4 years ago. So I think that we as a whole need to start demanding more from our political leaders and also the people that are in charge of these big organizations. There's no reason, I think, besides hip hop artists, NBA people could kind of be targeted easily too. They wear a lot of jewelry. They're very flashy. They're in cars. So how do they not? If I'm in a state that has the right to carry, how come I can't?
He did
carry?
not break one law.
You're saying it's an NBA rule, though.
No, I'm saying
it might be.
No, it probably is, but he did not break one law, and it wasn't like he did it again. The first time he was looking at the camera, dancing with the gun. This time his man is filming, and it goes like that, and then all of a sudden somebody screenshots him like, "There's a gun." They looking for it. They targeting that man. And don't get me wrong, he made it easy on them from the targeting, but they targeting that man. They got to stop that shit.
Remember last week when you said if you know better, do better?
He's 23.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. His friend did it and filmed it.
At 23.
But I feel like people are giving him a hard time. And I feel like a lot of times in Black America, we turn on each other. And I feel like we should be standing with Ja Morant right now. Me personally, because like I said, if there was a white kid hunting a gun with a dead fucking animal on his shoulder, America would celebrate it. Yeah. Oh my God, he's hunting. But if there's a black kid playing music with a gun in his hand, when you listen to rap music, don't you feel different?
Oh, it definitely.
I'm not tripping. Like I listen to rap music.
I have a playlist that's called "Rich Bitch Music," and I play it when I'm getting ready.
Inspires us to feel different. So when I listen to rap music and I hear like "tear the club up, nigga, tear the club," I want to tear the fucking club up. I'm not going to. Let's be clear. I'm a smart, responsible man, but I want to though. I want to tear the fucking club up. That's what rap does. When you hear NBA YoungBoy, you want to do like, he just have to have a real gun. It's just for entertainment, bro. This is what we do. I'm crazy. I want to kill myself. Yeah, I'm crazy, but we ain't gonna do this shit. I just think that they going after low hanging fruit, and that's not fair.
So we spoke on the show before about Beyonce and her not so successful clothing line, but Beyonce is smart. She's finally given us what we want besides music, and she's given us hair. So Beyonce's coming out with a hairline. For years, we've been trying to figure out how she does her hair. Was it the U-part wigs? Was it the other wigs that the people like? I just feel like, thank you. Like, we didn't want the Ivy Park, so now you're giving us what we want. How do you feel about Beyonce pivoting at this point in her career to hair?
I mean, I don't think she's pivoting. I think I just think that it's just probably time. Maybe she couldn't sell hair until her Ivy Park deal. You never know.
Oh, that's
they
a
have
good one.
things that you never know. They might do a deal with you, but you can't sell other kind of apparel or products. You never know what her deal looks like. So it might not be a pivot. It might just be, I can do it now. You just never know.
Did you hear how much Beyonce's tour is supposed to be grossing?
I heard I heard it's like some crazy number.
Yeah, that's the number I'm talking about. What is she doing this tour that is making it gross so much more than previous tours? Because she went on tour with Jay-Z before. So what is this tour bringing that's different?
I think that America has an obsession with this woman. I think women have an obsession with this woman. And I think that every time, and I think that she is one thing that she doesn't do that I tell artists not to do. She doesn't oversaturate herself. She lets you miss her. Now, I do know that is a luxury that you have to work towards, but she doesn't oversaturate herself out of the game. She works. So for me, I think that like if Jay-Z could go on tour right now, I want to see it because last time I saw Jay-Z was probably 5-6 years ago. So she understands that part. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
I think she's real good at giving us just enough. Like when I was growing up, I wasn't necessarily a Beyonce fan, but when I saw a documentary she did, and I respected her work ethic so much more. So when she showed me how much she puts into it, and it got me as a fan. So I think her giving us just enough to her inside.
You know what the most powerful word in the dictionary is?
Go.
Nope. The most powerful word in the dictionary is no.
It's the opposite of what I said.
No is the most powerful word. No is why we wait in line for sneakers. Because we know if we don't get it in time, it's not going to be available. No. So someone like Beyonce understands the power of saying no. So when she finally says yes, you don't even focus on the fucking cost. You got a fucking yes. So I got to go see her. Because any other time, no, I'm not doing it. Nope. So no is the most powerful word in the dictionary because telling someone no, the way we are act as human, it makes them want to find out what I got to do to get that yes. And they'll wait in line for 12 hours, 24 hours. They'll pay extra fees. They'll fucking do anything they got to do just to be able to say, look at me, I'm special. Y'all all got to know, but I got a yes. So remember that. No is the most powerful word. And Beyonce and her husband and the whole rock is kings of saying, not going to happen. So when they finally do say it is going to happen, you so happy to hear it, you don't even care what it costs.
That is a fact. That's a good way to look at it. Before we get into like the culture stuff and a little bit music stuff, there's a rapper from St. Louis who is refusing to show his face. He's putting music out but blurring his face. Do you think that's a good marketing campaign?
Working? You're talking about it.
I don't know his name. It's not. I think he paid to be on a blog. That's why.
Well, it was another artist. What was the artist's name that wore the mask?
The DJ?
No, not MF Doom. That's another one. Rap. He's from Atlanta.
It was a girl who
he was singing country songs. He had. Damn, I feel crazy because I fuck with him. We follow each other. He wears the mask. It's like he wears a ski mask, and he sung a remake of a country song.
But if people can't identify you, how do you create fandemonium?
Well, once again, it's probably the idea of him saying no. Him saying I'm not gonna like people who walk in the room and say I want have given up their power because you let us know what you want. People that walk in the room and say, I don't care what y'all offer me, I'm not, are the people that have all the power. Because now people are like, what I got to do to get you to want?
Oh, wait, play that back. I like it. I want to store that in my brain.
People that walk in the room and say, I want. When you express, like, one of the greatest lessons I've learned was that if the devil knows what you want, he owns you. Because he can give you everything you want, and now you're dependent on it, and you're doing that. So you can't have wants. That's how you remain in power. My only want is this right here, not I want women. Oh, you want women? Give it to them. That's why the labels are so powerful because they know what rappers want. They want money to buy jewelry, get women, and turn up. Okay, cool. Sign your masters over to us then, sir, and I'll give you what you want. See what I'm saying? So when you tell people what you want, you're really giving them power because now they can control the options. That's a law of power.
I know that's right. You better take us to church. I don't know how true this is, but 6ix9ine is outside doing 6ix9ine stuff again. So we haven't heard him on our charts or putting out music that's kind of catching on our radio, but he has been putting out Spanish music. And now today he recently put out a picture what is supposed to be him and his boyfriend. Do we think this is just 6ix9ine again?
I can't even entertain that.
So you don't even think it's
I don't entertain salacious things unless I know it's that. I feel like that's a dangerous thing to do in the media space is to say I heard because by the way,
put it out.
I suggest everyone read the 4 agreements. The 4 agreements. One of the agreements is never assume because when you assume something, that assumption becomes a fact. Once that assumption becomes a fact in your head, you start acting on that assumption like it's a fact, even though it's just an assumption. So don't assume ever. So if you don't have the video to show me,
that's what I'm searching.
She's looking
right
for it,
now.
by the way. If you have the video to show me, I can't entertain it.
Okay, well, I don't want you to entertain.
No,
that
I'm just saying.
thing.
I will entertain it if it's true.
What I'm saying is, do we think this is a good media?
I can't say. I think it's anything if it's not. I can't say it's true or not.
6ix9ine is 6ix9ine, and then that's that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the music question of the week.
Boom.
Apple Music has no song with over 1 billion streams.
Shocked the hell out of me.
I know that was one of the things. So
shocked
we
me.
were trying to digest this. So is it because people prefer music on different channels like YouTube or Spotify? Is money an issue? Are people just not listening to one song like they used to before? What are some reasons this?
Okay, so first thing I'll say is that I got to give props to Spotify because Spotify has figured out a way to turn its network into a social media platform. So let me get what I mean. Like Spotify gives you the end of the year wrap up. So now Spotify at the end of the year say, here's the song you listen to the most. Here's the mood you have. So they have a learning ability that makes people want to use Spotify more. Number one. Number two, Apple Apple is the biggest streaming platform for rap music.
Got it.
Apple's rap music dominates Apple. So rap is in abundance. Like, I give an example, like how many rappers really have a billion stream song on Spotify? Like, I'm pretty sure Drake does. I'm pretty sure who else? I don't know.
Nicki
Nicki might
and
not.
Cardi, I think, have
Oh,
Bodak definitely broke the big thingies. I don't know if it's a billion or like.
So I'm
yeah,
looking
we
at her
need to
top
go.
5 songs, and none of them has a billion. Starships is close to a billion. It's 861 million. But it's so you gotta look at it from the
that's pretty
standpoint of
good.
it's really a rap network, and there are not a lot of rappers. Rap is about abundance. Rap is about putting out as much as you can. So it's hard for a rapper to get a billion records. Drake does, and that's still One Dance, which is a singing record. But it's hard to get a rap record that has a billion streams. So that's really hard.
Why don't we just put all the? Well, that's never gonna happen.
Niggas in Paris has a billion streams. I'm looking it up right now.
He made sure he had to find.
I'm just saying but that's Drake and Jay. Like they
right,
have
that's
one.
a cheating combo.
That's a cheating combo.
But,
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, I got to bring this up because I would not let this go by. So, NYC hospitals issued a statement after one of their employees got caught fake crying outside of their job trying to steal a city bike from some young black kids who had already paid for it.
She gonna find a way to talk about black problems.
Definitely. This is the culture report,
Let's
not
go,
just
let's go,
music.
let's go.
So my biggest issue with this is that she works at Bellevue, which is considered mostly a mental, well, whatever it is, no matter what, it's a hospital. And it's based in New York, so you have people of all type of ethnicity, races, ages coming in there. If somebody like that can treat you like, did you see the video?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
try not to watch things that are gonna trigger me.
So you try not to what?
I try not to watch things that are gonna trigger me.
Okay, so I'm big on that too. So I don't watch videos with people getting killed. I
Yes.
don't watch stuff like that. But this particular thing I watched because there was no violence in it. So what happens is, it's some teenage guys. They already paid for the bike. I don't know if he was standing on the side talking to his friend, and the lady just thought it was an open bike, so she tried to grab it, and he tells her like, "Miss, this is my bike. It's already paid for." And she's like, "I don't care. I have it." She starts trying to scream, act like the guy's touching her. They're video recording her. She's not being touched. She starts screaming, "Help me, help me." One of her coworkers come over. She starts trying to literally force herself to cry, like makes the sound, realizes it's not working, tries to walk away and act like the issue just didn't happen at all. How do we prevent people like this from getting into our healthcare system, especially a job that's so important, like taking care of us?
I don't know.
Figure it out.
no, I'm just saying. I'm being honest. I don't know. Like, here's what I would just say. To all people, cameras are everywhere. So act accordingly. You can have one breakdown. By the way, I've had a breakdown. I think
People
everybody
shouldn't have to act accordingly
No.
just because of cameras.
No, I'm saying,
be
but-
good people.
No, but hear me out, Tamira. I disagree. Hear me out. Everybody has a bad moment in life. And if your bad moment is caught on camera, like, that changes things. Because, like, I don't want to put this person on blast, but there's a person in here who we are cool with that fought on TV at one point in time. And I'm not saying no names because I don't want to do
I'm
that.
really
to my
excited
man.
about that.
But he's not a violent guy.
When this is over, can I please see a
Of
clip?
course, I got the clip. I'll show it to you. But he's not a violent guy, though. He's like, but if you just said, you want to know who he is, look at this video. He pushed somebody in the face.
So we don't want one moment to define people.
I'm just saying, we have to, I don't think it's fair that one moment defines someone, but to avoid that one moment, have your breakdowns in the house. If you're
You
gonna
know
go,
why? White
if you're
people
gonna go
always get to be having a breakdown. It's always a breakdown.
No, I'm just
with
saying,
them.
if you're gonna have a
Sometimes
breakdown,
that's just who you are.
If you're gonna have a breakdown at the house. Do not have a breakdown in public because people are gonna film it, and the world is gonna hold you accountable to that.
It wasn't a breakdown. She was racist and she thought she was privileged.
But I'm saying, Tamira, she could have been having the worst day of her life.
Sound personal.
Like there's been days where I've had a bad day and I've screamed at people. Man, if I tell you, one day I said the worst thing in history that I've ever said. I was embarrassed at the airport and I yelled something very bad. And when I walked away, I laughed because I was like, fuck. Ray, why the fuck would you say that? But I was so mad. When people are mad, they say mean things. Am I tripping?
No, I have these soup angels that pop up, and one of them tells me don't do it, and the other one says do it, do it, do it, and I always go with the one that tells me to do it because I need to just stop doing bad shit.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. Can I give her some advice, guys? I want to give Tamira some advice. You be on here talking so much shit. When you go outside in public, you better not get drunk. You better not get high, and you better not act up, because all it takes is for somebody to trigger you and then poke the bear, and then all of a sudden you say some shit like, I mean, like, you motherfucking racial slur, and then you're gonna be a racial motherfucker your whole life. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, then they're gonna pull up clips of you saying, I don't want to talk about white people on this show, and they're gonna be like, she is. Look at her, we got her. So my thing is this: is that
Get me excited. Let me be a racist.
We just have to be careful and know that there are cameras everywhere. That's all I'm gonna say to everybody.
That's a nice side. That's his advice. But I also think, like, when you have certain jobs, you aren't allowed to have bad days. That's not fair. That's the way the cookie crumbles. At the end of the day, I can't be a heart surgeon and have a hard day and fuck up and pick the wrong medication, or because I have an attitude not do my
breathing. But a hard day doesn't mean I'm going to fuck up my job. It just means I had a hard day. And if I go outside and I need this bike and I think I pay for it and these kids in my way.
You know, Dan, she knew damn well she ain't paid for that.
I haven't seen the video. I'm just saying we have to give each other grace.
And we also have to hold white people accountable for their behaviors.
We have to hold all people accountable for their behaviors, but we have to give each other grace. I don't think that anybody that says a racial slur is fucking racist. I don't think someone that says a misogynistic slur doesn't mean they're a misogynist. I just don't believe that. I believe that when you're mad, you say things to hurt people. But when you're cool, you're like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. But if it's on camera, they're gonna hold you accountable to that. So my thing is, just be careful.
Okay, I'll let you have that one. So my America's Black Dad question of the week.
I like that. Who came up with that? You or Don?
No, you said it one day, and then now I'm making it a thing.
Let's go.
So Carisha said that she doesn't want her kids to be city girls. People had this whole fit about it, like Summer was going to be City Girls Part 2. How do you feel about that? Are you shocked by that? What do you think? And
I always think it's a contradiction when parents do something but don't want their kids to do it. I don't want to focus on Carisha because she probably doesn't want to. Like, I think that we should want better, and I don't think there's anything wrong for wanting better. Mm-hmm. Here's my only issue. If you want better, you should also do better. You can't be on some fuck shit and then be like, yeah, I'm on fuck shit, but I don't want nobody else on fuck shit. Now, I got a problem with that. But if you want your kids to not be hot girls, city girls, then you shouldn't be a hot girl, city girl anymore. You should be like, I'm retired because I don't want my kid to be that. You shouldn't be out there being that and then be like, but I don't want my kids to be that. You're going to lose people. Just don't contradict yourself.
Well, I think that
like my son was like me. Nothing would bother me about that. I want him to be better than me. Mm-hmm. But if he had some days where he was a male whore and he did some wild shit, I would not be mad at him because his dad did it too. I'm just being honest. I won't be mad at him. Now, my daughter, I don't want her doing it because selective hypocrisy by our boy Benzino. Oh, God.
The issue here is that music should not be raising people's kids. Am I the only person? Like, at the end of the day, why y'all mad about what Carisha's rapping about? Like, it's gonna affect your daughter. If you raise your kid properly, music, yeah, we listen to music and we do let it affect our mood and stuff like that. But if you raise your children properly, they can distinguish the art from real life, and then you wouldn't have these problems.
That's not always true.
Give me an example where.
I mean, sometimes you gotta find a way to, you know.
I grew up in the era where Lil Kim and Foxy Brown and all that stuff was out. I never heard a Lil Kim song or Foxy Brown song probably till I went to college because my mother wasn't allowing that to happen. Raise your children. Don't let everything else raise your children.
Exactly. So they didn't raise you, but some people they raise us. Rap raised me.
But I also don't think Carisha's brand affects. Like, why do you think that just because she's rapping about being a city girl, like, you became a rapper, you live this different life so that your child, like you said, can have better than you?
What did Jay-Z say?
So that
what did Jay-Z say? He said, no, Hov did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Yes. Exact point proven. So I'm saying if Carisha is this, well, first of all, she brand city girls to make the money and get out and go. You don't want your kids to have to do the same thing as you. She wants her daughter to be able to date who she wants and not who she needs to. Carisha is dating still who she needs to. She doesn't want her daughter to have to do the same thing. I don't see what people couldn't digest.
She's not dating who she needs to. You bugging. You talking. See, that's the problem.
What?
She did a fucking billionaire. She not
Have
dating who
we
she needs
seen
to.
an episode of
Judge her
Carisha
about her
Priest?
Facebook before. Judge her about her first baby dad. I don't even think it's before Southside. That's who she needed to be. She's with Puff Daddy, one of the most famous black men in history. She is dating who she wants.
It changed her whole career. Dating Puff opened doors for her that would not have if she
Exactly. So
stayed
she's
a
not
city girl. So
dating
she
who she-
dated who she needed to take her career to the next level.
I respectfully disagree. I don't think she. I think she. You don't think she likes Puff, y'all? What the fuck? Am I tripping? You don't think she likes Puff?
I think she likes the lifestyle. I think she's having a ball. I don't know if
She like Puff.
that man is 30, 40 years her senior.
Oh,
If Carisha's like what, 20, he's at least, how old is Puff? Anybody?
he's like 51, 52.
And Carisha's, so, okay, what we
I
doing?
think he's like 53, 54. And she's in her, what, late 20s, early 30s?
She's not in her 30s. I think she's like 26. But anyway, it's a big age difference, and that's the fact that I was making.
I just want to make it known that Tamira did not trip on Cher when she was getting young dick. I try to put that out there. That was okay. That's all I'm going to say. We go to the next one. I just had to say that because
First of all,
when
I
Cher was
brought it
dating
up.
the young black dude, everybody was cool with that. Sis living her life. Now Carisha, she's laying down with that older man. Who cares?
Oh, somebody told me to ask you this one. So, and this is going to be in rapping. This is kind of goes into our culture corner. BET has College Hill out, a new reality. Well, it's not new. I think this is the second season. Jocelyn is on it, and Amber Rose.
They
Both,
fought.
yeah, but both of them are mothers. At what age should parents stop going on reality TV and acting like this?
The minute that your kids can comprehend what's going on. The minute that your 7-year-old can see mommy fighting and they know the right from wrong, you need to stop. Because you can't tell them not to do something if you're doing it.
But I agree with you 100% because once they could digest it and actually understand, it hits different. But like the thing I think about is like how you act is always going to be out there. So even if like once you get pregnant and you know, oh shoot, my daughter could one day look this stuff up, you should kind of alter what you're putting out into the world. So
Yeah, but you can't judge me for what I did when I didn't know better. But once you know, because here's the thing, you're teaching your child better. You're saying, hey, don't do that no more. That's wrong. Well, mommy, you got to do right too. And that's the key. So they know right from wrong, you got to do right.
all right, I'm not going to go into my black and white rant. In closing, I wanted to ask you, and this was a really good question. What are 3 songs that you listen to on your playlist that people wouldn't expect from you? So what are 3 songs that are outside hip hop, rap, and R&B that's on your playlist?
Well, Tamira, I don't know if you noticed, but in my catalog, I have country songs. I have a lot of pop records. I have records everywhere. So I don't.
Not
so
that
if
you
you're-
made.
If you're shocked that I listen to all types of music, then that means you don't know who I am because I can do it all.
So what's 3 songs on your playlist outside of hip hop, rap, and R&B?
So I'm a music lover, so I'm just gonna go to one of my first playlists.
Diverse. We wanna know.
I'm just gonna go to one of my first playlists.
What's the name of it? Do you name your playlist?
Yeah, I do, but I'd rather not say because I got a playlist called. No, I'm not gonna do that one. I got a playlist called. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm imagining the names of these playlists.
Hold on. I got a playlist called. What the hell is this? Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
And this is on Spotify you use mostly?
Yeah, I have a playlist called Classic. And the first song on it is I've Had the Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing. Second song is Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down, Never Gonna Run. You know
This is all on one playlist?
Next one
in
is
the name of the
Cyndi
playlist,
Lauper, Girls
I know.
Wanna Have Fun. Total Eclipse of My Heart. Turn around every
time.
night. Yeah, bro, I'm a
Get a
music
little
guy.
bit.
I just want to make that known. You should probably ask me what movies, but music, I listen to it all.
But you're a movie person too. Like
No, so you should probably ask me something else. What podcast? I don't know. But I am well versed. I can have a conversation any verse, multiverse, universe, black verse, Twitterverse, whatever. I can have any conversation because I am multiverse and I listen to everything.
what's the last movie that kind of changed the way you think?
That's a good fucking question.
Well, you just curved my last question. I'm fighting back.
The last movie I saw was George Foreman movie. It was really good. And it showed that you're not too old. And it's okay to be a capitalist.
You said it's okay to be a capitalist?
Yeah, I'm a capitalist at heart. It's a George Foreman movie. He was a church guy. He thought he shouldn't fight, make money because he was a church guy. Then somebody was like, nah, it's okay. God gave you a gift, use it. And he used it, and he fought, and he became the champion at 45. I love it.
I don't. Capitalist is a strong word, though. I wouldn't.
I'm a
say-
capitalist.
Well, shit. Somebody got to do it.
If you're doing something, I want you to get paid to do it. I'm a capitalist.
You're absolutely right, Ray, and that's why you're the one who gets the money, and I just sit here.
I'm a capitalist. We're going to get some money.
Right now. So once again, this is the Cultural Report on The Guy Show. We drop every Friday at 12 p.m. Make sure you are subscribed, you comment,
Well, we
you
drop
share
every
this.
Friday at 12 p.m. as long as Braxton is up. You know, sometimes Braxton goes to sleep and he
Can I
drops
tell
at
you about last week?
12:47.
No, I thought
Last
we dropped
week,
at 8, and I was up
Braxton,
early.
what time did you drop it last week? Don't hide now. I can't see you. Where you at? He hiding? He like, duck.
You did.
No, it was like 12:17.
No, it's 12 o'clock.
But I sit there and
No, I got
wait,
the
so I get
text.
excited. All right, guys. So once again, make sure you guys are subscribed to us. I am a girl from Harlem, and that's Ray Daniels. This is the Culture Report.
Well,